you're just a new freelancer and you want to get to know more about what you are going to be doing for your client, then I'm giving you guys a sneak peek of that with my assistant, who's my special guest today. Hey guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Now my goal is that after this video is to be able to show you guys what my assistant does for me from her, so you guys can get a little peek of what a virtual assistant does. Now if this is your guys' first time on my channel, my name is Lai Lacaba. I have been working from home since I was 15 years old, so it's been 10 years, and I now run a remote executive assistant service company in the Philippines, and I post videos of how to work from home every Sunday and how to have a business online every Thursday. So make sure to hit the subscribe button right there so you don't miss any of my videos. Now, if you are a business owner who is right now thinking of like, hey, maybe I want to hire a virtual assistant, what do they do? Or if you're a virtual assistant who wants to know a little bit more about the industry, or you're just a new freelancer and you want to get to know more about what you are going to be doing for your client, then I'm giving you guys a sneak peek of that with my assistant, who's my special guest today. Now, this is kind of a conclusion of the series that I've been doing here on my YouTube channel, where I talked about what my assistant does on my Facebook, on my LinkedIn, on my YouTube channel. This is kind of a good conclusion, so you guys will get to know actually her speaking and talking to you guys and getting to know what it is that she does for me. Now, I only have one camera, so the way that we're going to have this pan out is I'm going to just kind of give a little bit of a description of what it is that she does, and she'll tell you guys more detail what it is. Now, for reference, I've been working with Kristina for about a year now. She's awesome, she's amazing, and if you guys watch the previous videos that I just talked about, you'll be able to see some of the work that she already does for me, and of course she'll explain a little bit better than I can. Now, I've divided this up into 3 different groups, which is basically my personal life, the 2XU, which is my remote executive assistant agency, and virtual ate, or the career coaching that I do. Now, for my personal life, a few of the tasks that she does is, 1, she helps me manage my calendar, and this is how she does it.
Hi, what I do for Lian's calendar is I check her daily calendar, and then I send her the agenda for the day, and then if there are any meetings that she has to go to or to meet in Zoom meetings, I research it ahead of time for her, and then I send her the file so she can review it before the actual meeting. So for example is if she has a meeting with a possible client, I research any informations that can be seen on the internet about the client, and then I make a profile so she can review it before the actual meeting.
And then of course there's my email. I have 3 different emails. I have my personal email, I have my main company email, and then I also have another email that I've been maintaining for years because I used to run a publishing company and a lot of my emails still go through there.
So for her inbox, I check it every afternoon if there is anything that I have to respond to, and of course if there are emails from possible podcast guestings, and then I check the daily reports that the assistants send to her every morning if they have sent it already, and then I respond also to emails that she wants me to respond to. And lastly is I clean her inbox if there are any spams or anything that's not necessary.
Next is, together with managing my calendar, is actually booking me appointments. So whether I need to just see a specialist, I need to see a dentist, I need to see a lawyer, for example, for Philippine government stuff, Kristina helps me manage that.
So with booking, I do a lot of research when it comes to that before I book her anything that she wants to be part of. So for podcast guesting, I research podcasters and podcast shows that she can be part of. So first is I check her calendar if she can be part of it. Like I sync the calendar of the podcaster and her calendar before I book it, and I research more about the podcast also. Also for medical appointments, I book it for her. I call the insurance company first, and then I call the hospital if she needs something to be checked on. And for other specialties, like if she needs a lawyer or an accountant, I research it on Google, and then I look for nearby specialists.
Next is buying gifts for friends, whether I need it to be bought online or better to be bought in person. That's one of the tasks that Kristina does for me.
For getting gifts for the people in her contact list, like if she needs to send a gift to her friend or a client. So for example, if the client is from USA, and then I check it online first if what are the possible gifts that is nearby to his or her location, and then I buy it online and then have it delivered to their location. So first is I always check if the special location of the client is already near. So since the client is from another place, so it might take time. So first is I check their birthdays and their anniversaries, and then I book it 1 week before the actual event so it will arrive on time. And if the recipient is here in Cebu, I sometimes will go to the physical store. So after I buy the gift, I prepare it personally. So I ask for any greetings that she wants me to attach to the gift and then have it delivered on the same day.
And of course, research. Part of one of our values within 2XU is you need to be passionately curious. You need to be someone who is a good combo of BDO and FBI, which the tagline here in BDO in the Philippines is we find ways, and of course FBI, you find the thing that you need to find. So that combo basically creates someone who knows how to find information, or to actually even get close to the information if you can't actually get it.
So with researching, one of the things that I research for her is if she's traveling, I search for any informations that she might need, like flight restrictions or travel restrictions, or what are the things that she needs to compile, like getting travel pass and getting swabbed. Also, one of the things that I research for her is softwares that she wants to test out for our company. So I test it for her and check if it's something that we might really need for our company and if it's a good software.
The next area, like I mentioned, is going to be 2XU, which is my remote executive assistant agency where we hire, manage, and grow executive assistants for a lot of our clients in the US and Australia. Now, one of the biggest things that she helps me do with managing 2XU is tracking the assistants.
So another thing is tracking the assistants. So one of the things that I do when tracking the assistant is their progress, what they need from Leanne.
Next is managing what we call the training database. So a lot of what we do within 2XU is the growing part, it's the training part of our assistants, which means we have like close to 200 courses and books on training that we give to our assistants to go through. They don't have to go through all of them right away, and they also will have different what we call pathways depending on what their specialty is based on who their client is. So for example, we have like a marketing pathway, we have a sales pathway or sales track. So it really depends again on who their client needs, and we train them on that.
So another thing is I manage the training database in our company. So one of the things that I do with managing the training database is if there's anything new that I need to add to the database is I categorize it first in the database. So if the assistants need it, it's already easy to find. Next is I also track which assistants is studying what. So for example is if any of them wants to study the project management course, I track it if there's something that they need when they're studying the course. And then lastly is I review if there is something the assistants wants to be added to the training database.
Next, which is a huge part, which is creating standard operating procedures within the company. So if you guys watch my video on how to create a standard operating procedure, which you guys can check out right here, it's basically making sure that we have the recipes basically of how we can keep repeating the same results over and over again, especially if it's already a winning result. So what Kristina does for me is she will literally take a video that I've sent her and then she turns it into an SOP.
So for SOPs, once I have the video from Leanne, so I check the video first, I study it, and then I break it down from the tools to the steps and the screenshots for someone else to follow the SOP easier.
And lastly, it's going to be creating profiles. Now, within 2XU, I meet a lot of people, either for sales calls, partnership calls, or just, of course, the potential executive assistants that I meet while in the hiring process. So a lot of what Kristina helps me with is creating profiles, so I remember who it is, the person that I'm talking to.
So like I said earlier, I also research contact profiles for possible clients and recurring clients and current clients for Leanne. First is I check their social medias in different platforms online. First is I check their LinkedIn profile. If they don't have LinkedIn, I check their Facebook or their personal website for additional informations. And then I note it down if there are any past meetings that they have done together, so Leanne can check it from time to time if she needs any information from previous meeting.
And of course, there's the virtual ATE side. If you guys watched my video on how my assistant helps me run my YouTube channel, Kristina basically does almost everything, aside of course, recording the actual YouTube video and then planning out the content.
So for the YouTube channel, as you have seen in the How My Assistant Does My YouTube channel, first is I help her research content, and then after she has recorded the video, I edit the video, I publish it in her YouTube channel, and then I research the tags and also add the end screens and cards, and also I put a subtitle and also the description on the video.
Next is she actually creates a lot of the graphics that you guys see. What we do is we have a team Canva account where I can look over the graphics that she creates. I do some edits here and there sometimes, but like everything from my YouTube graphic to my Instagram to my LinkedIn to my Facebook, she's the one who creates these beautiful graphics that you guys enjoy.
So for the social media graphics is we base it first on her YouTube video to keep promoting it for the rest of the week. So we usually use Canva in making graphics for LinkedIn, Instagram, and Facebook.
And of course, there's my TikTok. Now, I recently hit 20,000 followers on TikTok, which is amazing. So one of my focuses lately is to constantly be on there, is to be more consistent with my content. And here's how Kristina helps me with that.
So on TikTok, since we're currently focusing on growing her account, I research similar content videos that we see from different creators so she can have different ideas in making her videos. And that's what I do to help Leanne.
Now, I hope this video gave you guys a really good idea of what an assistant could do for you if you're the one looking for an assistant. And of course, if you are a virtual assistant yourself and you're trying to get a better idea of what you can do for your clients, I hope this video helped you as well. So make sure to hit that like button right there so I know that these are the kinds of videos that you want to see. And comment below if you have any questions about how to give your assistant tasks or what tasks to give your assistant. I'll be more than happy to help you guys out. And if you are an assistant yourself, just ask any questions you have also about being a virtual assistant. Now, if you guys still haven't yet, make sure to hit the subscribe button right there so you don't miss any videos every Sunday on how to work from home, how to have a business online, and for the latest video, click right here. I hope you guys have an awesome day. And remember that small steps matters, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!